Alright, we are going to be opening up some Ravnica packs that I won from last night's standard event. Bam! And what I also want to do is show you what I like to do when I do crack packs, which isn't often, but when you win an event, you get some packs. What are you going to do with them? Well, if you're not going to have somebody to draft with, you're going to probably just crack them. And there are two things that I would like to show, maybe even a third. First is, if you have a friend, what I highly recommend you do, if you've never done this before, is to play Mini Masters. So you get your packs, you get 15 basic lands, 3 of each type. You shuffle them in with the pack without even looking at it, obviously taking out the basic land card and the token card, and you shuffle them up and you play them against each other. And what comes up, who knows? No mulligans, just play it out. It's a lot of fun. The second thing that I like to do is, if I do crack a pack, and in this case we're going to do that, I like to go card by card and just see how I would rate this in terms of if this were my draft pack. So we got Terrace Worm, Chorus of the Conclave, Common Bond, Golgari Longlegs, Daggerdrum Imp, Doorkeeper, Rakdos Guildgate, Axebane Guardian, Downsize, Concordia Pegasus, Slum Reaper, Rites of Reaping, Slime Molding. At this point, without looking at the rare, I like to pull out the basic land and the token card. Hey, Slime Molding. Alright. And the big reveal, Supreme Verdict. Alright, so what I will do with this is I will go through and I will rate these cards based on where I think I would pick them in terms of draft. Now, obviously Supreme Verdict is a sweet, sweet card. We're probably gonna pick it if it's our first pick, but let's see what else is in the pack. Slime Molding. Let me do this way so you can all see. Slime Molding's pretty sweet. Better than Rites of Reaping, I think. Slum Reaper is probably better than both of those. Concordia Pegasus, I would say, is somewhere about third in this 4-card set. Downsize, I probably wouldn't play over any of these spells. Axebane Guardian, I like a lot, so I might take this first even. Rakdos Guildgate, Mana Fixing is pretty sweet, and I think I would take it over vanilla Slime Molding, so I'll put that third. Doorkeeper, another sweet blocker. Has a little bit of fun upside if you manage to get him online. Not really relevant in draft, but I'll put him about third. Daggerdrum Imp is a house in any deck that can make him bigger, so he might even go first. Golgari Longlegs is a nice vanilla. I'll probably take him about 4th pick in this pack. Common Bond is a nice one, especially if we can pair it with Daggerdrum Imp somehow. Maybe 3rd or 4th. Chorus of Might is marginal, I think. It's good if you have a lot of creatures, but Terrace Worm's not gonna usually make our deck. I'd put that probably near the bottom. So if it weren't for Supreme Verdict, I'd probably take the Daggerdrum Imp. Could be the Axebane Guardian, though they both probably go in the same deck. And there were just a lot of Golgari and Selesnya cards in here, weren't there? White, green, black, blue. So that's the first thing that I like to do. The second thing that I like to do, which we aren't going to be able to do completely pure this way, let me organize these, is to open the pack up without looking at anything that's inside and playing a sort of mini war. Some people said they call it pack wars. Pack wars to me is Mini Masters. But basically what's going to happen is you've got 2 decks and you draw from the bottom and you reveal a card. In this case it's Druid's Deliverance. Druid's Deliverance has a 2 mana cost to it, converted mana cost, and if I flip over the card from this deck, it's Downsize, which is 1 mana. So my next thing for me to do is this deck has to draw a card that's equal to or higher than the mana cost of Druid's Deliverance, or continue to draw cards from the common slot. So the next card is Concordia Pegasus. So Concordia Pegasus and Druid's Deliverance are equal, so we eliminate them. And now downsizes the winner right now. So we go to the next card in this, which is Ethereal Armor. And that's a draw, so we cross those out. Now we flip one from each. Pursuit of Flight versus Terrace Worm. Alright, so the Terrace Worm is 7 casting cost, the Pursuit of Flight 2. So now I have to go until I hit 7. This Drainpipe Vermin is not going to do it. That's 3. Courser's Accord, however, is. That's 6 plus the Drainpipe Vermin is 7. So we're going to eliminate there. 7 and 7. And Pursuit of Flight is now the winner. So we're going to go to the next card, and it's Rakdos Guildgate, which does nothing. And we follow it up with the Doorkeeper. Doorkeeper equals Pursuit of Flight. Cancel them out. Next card is Skullrend. For this deck, Golgari Longlegs. Those cancel out. Stab Wound. Chorus of Might. 4 versus 3, so this deck is going to have to draw one more. Knightly Valor. So now we have 5 plus 3 is 8 compared to Chorus of Might, which is only 4. And we have Common Bond. Common Bond is 3, Stab Wound is 3, so we eliminate those two. We're left with Knightly Valor versus Chorus of Might. Chorus of Might has to dig. And they get a Dagger Drum Imp, which is 6 total. 4 plus 2 versus 5. This deck's going to have to dig up an answer. And it gets a Towering Indrik. Towering Indrik, Chorus of Might, eliminate. Knightly Valor's on the winning side, so Dagger Drum Imp has to go for the next card. Axebane Guardian, which is just enough to cross these off. And the next card from this pack is a Stealer of Secrets. The next card from this pack is a Rites of Reaping. So 6 versus 3. We go to the next card and we get Tavern Swindler, which is only 2, so we need to keep going. Tablet of the Guilds. Tablet of the Guilds is 2, Tavern Swindler is 2, Stealer of Secrets is 3, so it's 7 versus 6. Flip over another card and we get 1. 7, 7. Azorius Charm, it's a good one. Slum Reaper. We're down to the rare. Bird token. Here we go. Guild Feud. 6 mana plus 2 from Azorius Charm is 8. Supreme Verdict. And it's a draw. But normally the way that I've seen this played in the store is whoever's pack ends up winning wins both packs. Now obviously I'm not as super competitive as some other people, but if that's your game, by all means play it. Alright? Have fun.